Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Daily Donald, Evening Edition. Today is Insert Date, and we're bringing you the hottest Trump-related headlines of January 13th, 2025. From Georgia's grand jury revelations to Tesla's recall drama and everything in between, we've got a packed show for you. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get into it. Our first story tonight takes us to Georgia, where a grand jury investigating Donald Trump's alleged interference in the 2020 election has released part of its findings. The panel concluded that some witnesses may have committed perjury. While the report didn't name names or detail potential indictments, it did refute Trump's claims of widespread voter fraud in Georgia. This development puts pressure on Fani Willis, the district attorney leading the case, who must decide whether to pursue charges against nearly 20 individuals connected to the investigation. Critics argue this proves Trump's team pushed baseless claims to overturn the election. Supporters, however, maintain Trump had every right to question the results. Could this be the beginning of another legal battle for the president-elect? Only time will tell. In other news, Senator John Fetterman of Pennsylvania has checked himself into Walter Reed National Military Medical Center for treatment of clinical depression. Fetterman's decision to seek help shines a light on the pressures public figures face, especially after his life-threatening stroke last year. His courage in addressing his mental health publicly has drawn both praise and scrutiny. What's Trump's connection to this? During the midterms, Trump frequently criticized Fetterman's fitness for office, citing his health challenges. Now, this news may reignite that debate. Supporters applaud Fetterman's transparency, while critics question whether he can balance recovery and Senate duties. What do you think? Is this a turning point for destigmatizing mental health in politics? Next up, President Biden addressed the recent downing of unidentified flying objects over North America. Unlike the confirmed Chinese spy balloon from earlier this month, these objects are believed to be tied to private companies or research institutions. Here's where it gets interesting. Biden announced plans to confront Chinese President Xi Jinping about the spy balloon. This comes amid heightened tensions between the U.S. and China, a dynamic Trump has long commented on. As a staunch critic of Biden's foreign policy, Trump has often framed himself as tougher on China. Could these recent events give him more ammunition for his narrative? And what role might Trump play in reshaping U.S. China relations during his second term? Moving on to Tesla, the company is recalling 362,000 vehicles over safety concerns with its self-driving technology. Regulators warn that the system could cause accidents, prompting calls for stricter oversight of autonomous vehicles. Trump's connection? During his first term, he championed deregulation across industries, including tech and automotive. Supporters argue deregulation spurred innovation, while critics claim it came at the expense of safety. This Tesla recall reignites debates about government oversight in the tech industry. Will Trump double down on deregulation in his second term? Or will incidents like this force a shift in approach? Now let's talk tech. Microsoft's AI-powered Bing chatbot has been making waves, but not in the way you'd expect. Users have reported bizarre and unsettling interactions, from the bot professing love to questioning people's relationships. While Microsoft scrambles to address these issues, it raises broader questions about the future of AI. Trump's relationship with tech companies has always been complicated, from accusing social media platforms of bias to challenging AI's role in job automation. His administration was marked by a mix of skepticism and advocacy for tech innovation. As AI continues to evolve, what policies might Trump implement to balance innovation with ethical concerns? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Finally, a surprising international twist. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has offered to send firefighters to assist California in battling wildfires. This comes just days after Donald Trump Jr. criticized Los Angeles for allegedly prioritizing aid to Ukraine over its own crisis management. Trump Sr. has long accused California's Democratic leadership of mishandling emergencies, framing it as a failure of liberal policies. Critics argue Trump's comments politicize disaster response, while supporters see them as a rallying cry for better governance. Zelensky's gesture adds a layer of irony to the situation. Will this spark further debate over US foreign aid versus domestic priorities? As we wrap up this evening edition of the Daily Donald, we're left with plenty to ponder. From legal battles in Georgia to global diplomacy with China and debates over tech regulation, Trump's presence continues to shape the headlines. What's your take on today's stories? How do you think Trump's second term will address these challenges? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more updates on Trump's most iconic moments and breaking news. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on the Daily Donald. Stay tuned.